Welcome to the Obviously Rare podcast. I am your host, Michael T. Porter. I have another bomb episode. I just like to say, those of you who've been rocking with me since day one, I appreciate y'all. Those of you who just found the channel, I appreciate y'all too, baby. I gotta show y'all some love because ain't nobody doing it like us. This is why we are here. Keeping God first, telling the truth, putting everything in perspective, fearless. Don't give a F what another mofo gotta say about us over here. God damn it, we gonna bring it real. And what's real, you will get your ass fired if you trying to kiss on your coworker. This is what happened to Mr. Christian Wilkings, a former Raiders football player. He thought it was a good idea to go kiss his teammate without that teammate's permission. Got his ass up out of here. Give me a little smoochy, baby. Look at these big old black lips. Get his ass on out of here. Hope y'all doing all right. Keep God first. Elevate, educate, get that money, take care of them babies. Stay positive. Don't let the system of the world break you. Don't let the demonic forces of this world break you. Always know that there are angels working for you. God is on your side. Christ is on your side. Holy Spirit's on your side. And keep your head in that Bible. Because we gotta get to work. We gotta get to work. This is a sad generation. But there's a lot of beautiful people doing beautiful things. We just don't hear about it because negativity spreads faster than positivity. That's the name of the game. Let's check this out. Hanging out with me, baby. I appreciate y'all. This is according to excuse me. What's the website? Out.com. Out.com if you guys want to check out the article. NFL athlete Christian Wilkings reportedly fired after kissing teammate. That's a big man. What's up with these big old men, big men playing these games? Big hairy man. This is a big man. And I'm a big man. I'm 6'3". He has to be about, this guy back here probably around my height, maybe a little bit short. So my head probably come right here. So if my head come up to here, yeah, he's about 6'4", 6'5". Goodness grief. The Las Vegas Raiders athlete described the gesture as playful, but he was still dropped from the team. This nigga fumbled the bag. Christian Wilkins, a 29-year-old who has played for the NFL since 2019, was released by the Las Vegas Raiders on Thursday after kissing a fellow player on the head, as reported by ESPN's Adam Schefter. The teammate in question was offended by the kiss and filed a complaint with the Raiders' Human Resources Department. The report explains that the kiss happened inside a meeting room for the Raiders team and was reportedly playful, sources tell Schefter. Nonetheless, a subsequent investigation led to Wilkins' firing. Sources who spoke to Schefter claimed that the kiss was likely not the only reason why Wilkins was cut. Wilkins was reportedly recovering from a Jones fracture since October 2024, but the NFL star was only dropped by the Raiders following the kiss. They didn't want to pay this man. It says, who is Christian Wilkins? Christian Wilkins was born in Springfield, Massachusetts, and started his NFL career in 2019 playing for the Miami Dolphins. He stayed with the Dolphins until 2023. For the 2024 season, Wilkins joined the Las Vegas Raiders in a 4-year, $110 million deal. This story is still developing. Just based off of this, $110 million. They didn't want to pay them. So he had what kind of injury did they say, y'all? What was the injury? I just seen? Jones fracture. Okay, what's a Jones fracture? What y'all think about this? Was it the kiss or the teams didn't want to pay? Them owners didn't want to pay. A Jones fracture is a specific type of fracture at the base of the fifth metatarsal bone located on the outside of the foot. It occurs in a region of the bone that has a limited blood supply, which can make it more challenging to heal. Ooh. Bone fracture. Jones fractures can result from sudden twist or rolling of the foot. Ooh, that's painful. Okay. So it's foot. He crushed up his foot. Hey, Obviously Rare podcast family, I'm gonna tell you like this. In order to be great, we got to make the great decisions. And he should have known that he was walking on thin ice because of his Jones fracture. He must have known or should have known that you cannot play. These people ain't playing with you. They're there to make money. These owners are here to make a profit. And once you become injured, you become a liability. And this is not just in the NFL. This is in all major corporations. Every job, even small businesses, if they don't find any value in your black monkey ass, especially if you were talking about hundreds of thousands or if you're talking about millions, they don't want your black ass up in there taking up space because you're taking up space for somebody who is healthy. You are taking up you're occupying a room that should be filled by a person that's healthy and ready to go. It's all about ratings, it's all about productivity. And once they find out that you can't produce, the clock is ticking, my G. The clock is ticking. Now, he's been in the NFL for about, what is it, since 2019. So that's about 6 years. Going on 6 years. I mean, even in college, you should have known that you're on a time clock, right? The clock is ticking. Just like a relationship. Once a woman find out that you ain't taking care of her no more, it's very rare to find a woman who love you just for you. She doesn't care about your money. She wants you to be a man. If you're I'm talking about the men that are just happen to fall on hard times. And even if you're a man that's falling on hard times and you're trying to get back up, a lot of women, you're still on the time clock because women are like, okay, when you gonna get it together? When you gonna get it together? Because her ass don't want to work. Her ass don't want to take on the responsibility of holding down the house. She don't want to take on that burden, right? I'm just talking about even temporarily. Even temporarily, she does not want to deal with that burden. So it's very rare that a woman just stay with you for you. It's very rare, and I think it's beyond rare for a company to really invest in you when you can't produce. Because at the end of the day, it is business. This is why I treat companies the way I do. Not because I'm not grateful if a job hired me, not because I have a vendetta, because I would like to own a big business or even a small business, and I hope it'll be successful. But I wouldn't treat people like that. If I see a person trying to recover, if I see him, he's constantly making constant communication with me if they're injured, if they are, and when they are healthy enough to work, they're actually producing. I'm gonna do what I can to reserve a spot. Now, as a business owner, I need bodies to push the product. But I'm not just gonna throw you out on the call. I'm gonna work with you. Hey, we filled your spot, but if something comes up, you can always come back. I'll do something like that if it's very fast paced and I need to fill this spot. I can't hold this spot forever. And that's cool. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. At some point, if you can't work, you can't work. We have to let you go. Or, if it took you so long to recover and we need to find somebody, and then now, say, business is slowing up and we can't afford to bring another person on, hey, but if you communicate with that person, we appreciate you when anything opens up, I'll make sure to bring you back. And if you find something else in that meantime, I wish you well. But it's just part of the business. But I'm talking about the way they do it to the NFL players. Get your ass out of here. The moment you a little hiccup, oh yeah, we're gonna switch this contract to where even though it's guaranteed, it's not really guaranteed because we put other clauses in there to make it to where if your monkey ass hurts something, you got to go. It's a cutthroat world. Like I said, I see both sides. Business got to run the business. Players, they have families to feed. It's business for the family. Their business is taking care of their family. So it's very tricky. Working for somebody is very tricky. That's why I love this. A lot of days I don't feel like doing this podcast. When I jumped into this YouTube thing, I thought it was going to be much bigger than what I am. All this charisma, all this information, all this entertainment, all this good energy. But you know what? You got to find something that you love to do. And I love 250, baby. I just love it, love it, love it, love it. I take it with me everywhere I go. So you just got to have that mindset. Do something for yourself. If I was ever to touch even just 100,000 or a quarter million, man, I'm investing. I'm getting them savings accounts up and just live off the interest. Oh, I'm investing in all these companies, annuities, life insurance policies. take out a loan to maybe take out a loan from my life insurance policy, and then go put it down on a house. All these different type of ways to get this money: life insurance policies, savings accounts, stocks, real estate. I'm trying to run it up, 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 making money while I'm not working. So open up a little business. It takes money. You got to advertise, you got to work social media, you got to get out there, and I got to stay productive. This having somebody over my entire life, that is a pet peeve of mine. That is a pet peeve. There's nothing wrong with going to work. There's nothing wrong with being a doctor. There's no wrong with being a cath lab technician. No wrong with being a radiologist. No wrong with being an RM. Nothing wrong with being a firefighter. No wrong with being a cop. Nothing wrong with being a teacher. But what do you do? Because I have an innovative mind. What do you do outside of this job? Besides your career, besides your family, what contributions on your own can you provide for the community? What can you do? Can you start up, build your own apartment complex? Can you start a little business on the side, a website? I gotta have some type of control over the things that I do. And even YouTube, they can cut me off. So I still don't have control. But it's what I did with the monies, the little money that you get, however you get the little money, either from a job, or it's for YouTube, or it's from your career. Take that money and build so you're not at the mercy of somebody else. And this is the only thing that keeps me up at night. It's the only thing that makes me go hard. It's the only thing that got me running 3 channels. These are the things that keep me going, because it takes a certain type of mindset to move like that. So this man, I honestly believe that he lost his job because they didn't want to pay him because of that injury. The kiss was just, but at the same time, it was because I think, this is very tricky, because I honestly believe if he didn't kiss this man, he would still have a job. This is called building a case. They want him out of here. It was the injury, but getting them out of here, that was just what they needed to. That was just enough fuel to get him up out of it. Add that fuel to the fire. Let's see. It's a big boy. See how tall he is. Kissing that man, thinking it was funny. And my thing about Christian Wilkins, why did you think it was funny to kiss another man on the forehead? He's 6'4". I thought he was much taller. So he's 6'4", and I don't know what possessed this man to do this. Kissing this man on the forehead. Why did you think this was a good idea, my brother? Knowing that they're trying to get you up out of it. Now if he didn't kiss this man on his forehead, he honestly would have had $100 million in the bank account. $100 million. Oh man. Just thinking about that money. Just thinking about that sweet, sweet money. Oh man. How do you drop the ball like that? This is where you talk. This is where I don't know if he was trying to sabotage himself. I don't know what was going on through Mr. Wilkins' mind, but nigga, you're crazy. Something wrong with you, my G. Something is seriously wrong with you. If you thought it was a good idea to kiss, because now if the company don't do anything, now the team could get sued. The guy that's the teammate that filed this lawsuit against Christian Wilkins, if he can sue the NFL, he can sue the owner of the Raiders, because this big old joker trying to lip lock with him, this big ass man, big hairy man, tried to kiss on me. I don't want that. And we're living in times in wickedness right now. Men, they're trying so hard to feminize our men. Can we keep it real up in here? Shout out to everybody, to all the men that stand on testosterone. Shout out to the youngsters going for the real, because they're attacking our young boys. This system is attacking our little ones, especially our little boys and our little girls, over all this confusion. It's absolute confusion. There's literally children waking up not knowing if they are who they were born. They're confused. They don't know if they're a boy or a girl. There's boys out there unsure if they're a boy or a girl. There's little boys thinking that they're girls. They have a mind of a girl. That needs to be corrected. In society, in this demonic world, it says, no, we're not going to correct it. Let them be. This is mean by land of the free. Free, do it thy will. This is, you can hate God. Anything but loving God. This is what it means to be free. You're free to hate God. You're free to make God angry. You're free to live your own life and rely on yourself and not rely on a higher power. You're free not to include God in all that you do. You're free to indulge in every type of wickedness. You're free to do whatever you want to do. Morally, I'm talking about you don't have to have God. This is the message they're pushing. You don't have to have God. God said, man laying with another man, bumping and grinding with another man is an abomination. It's beyond sin. There's 3 levels. Is breaking the 10 commandments, the basic sins, right? Stealing, killing, adultery. Then the next level is homosexuality. That's an abomination, right? It is an abomination. The 3rd level, and this sin is not forgivable. The sin against the Holy Spirit. That's not forgivable. God does not forgive all sins. The sin against the Holy Spirit is the only sin that God won't forgive. Now, I don't want to touch that. I don't even want to touch that. I don't even want to touch that because I don't know what that means in regards of, I think that me personally, sin against the Holy Spirit, when you are made in your mind that the devil is your Lord, that you're of this world, and it's one thing not to believe, but it's another thing to attack the Holy Spirit. And I believe at the highest level, you truly believe you're a devil worshiper and you attack the Holy Spirit. Because attacking this Holy Spirit, you're attacking God, you're leading people astray, you're leading people into hell. And these people who run this world, they're not going to be forgiven. That's why Judgment Day is coming. So in this world, maybe he thought it was funny because of the environment that we live in. Maybe Christian Wilkins think it was cute because it's so acceptable. It's never acceptable for a man to act like a hoe. It's never acceptable for a man to be kissing on another man. You're a man. You're a leader. You're the one that laid down the foundation. And this is why they are attacking our men, feminizing and turning our men into little wussies, into little P words. Pussy. Pussy. So I believe that if he wouldn't have kissed this man in that meeting, he would still have his job. Now, he probably won't get the whole 110 million. I truly believe out that 110, I don't know how his contract constructed, but they probably gave him half. Even if you got half, my G, and they kick you out the league in a few years, you got $50 million. That's more money than most people will see in the next 1,000 years. Most families won't even see a million, or maybe a million, but most families won't even see that type of money in millennia, man. You got to be smart. Just leave people alone. When I go to work, I just go to work. I don't bother nobody. I'm all about my paper. I'm all about my skrilla. That's why I said I really enjoy money because the thing is, money is freedom, physical freedom. When you're able to move around life, now you're able to help others. How can I help somebody if I'm always screwed up? Ain't we supposed to tell people about God? Ain't we supposed to tell people about Jesus? Ain't we supposed to tell people about Holy Spirit? Ain't we supposed to encourage those to put their heads in the Bible? When you're struggling, when you're screwed up, you ain't thinking about nobody else. You're thinking about getting your own self. That's just how human beings are. Self-preservation. You think about getting your own self out. Now, morally, you may be a good person, but you have nothing to give. And there's a lot of people that need a little help. At the same time, there's a lot of trifling people who use people. And this is another reason why people don't help. One, because they can't help. They're not able to help financially. It may help morally, like I said, tell people about God, Christ, Holy Spirit, the Bible, church. But and the second reason why people don't help people are users and abusers. So it's a messed up world. But he blew this one. This big nigga messed this up. 50 million. If you would have kept it cool, but 110, because I believe the NFL would have ate that half of that. I think NFL like, okay, we don't get that much out of them, but we don't have to pay them the whole 110. Then go get them a whole bunch of players with the other 50 million. But you went in there knowing that these people are trying to get you up out of here. And you thought it was a good idea to put him there. Man, don't be kissing on me. And shout out to that teammate who ran down to the HR office and told him that this good nigga, Christian Wilkings, was trying to swab him down. There you go. That don't make you no wussy because now if they get in a fight, now you're going to get suspensions and all this stuff. But he did the right thing. You got to go down to that office and let these people know, hey, this big joker started kissing on me, man. And that was the nail in the coffin. They had to get Wilkins up out of here. I don't know, this climate of God's sons loving on each other is well, I can't even say they God's sons. These men, these males, they're not even men, these males are introduced into a whole new world. This is the new world order. Everything that God has laid out, they're going to encourage you to go against. They hate the church. We're living in time where nobody wants to assemble and worship God because it's like it's not cool, or they have convinced the world. But it's been going on, separation of church and state. Why would a country want to separate the motives, the intent, the knowledge, the wisdom of God away from their political influences? Shouldn't God be at the center of everything that we do? Separation of church and state. The state want to be able to be solely corrupt, and all you guys that love God, y'all stay over there. We don't want no influence because we have an evil agenda to fulfill, and that's the purpose of the church and state. So now the state itself, the people who running it, is encouraging people to stay away, and now the people, everyday people, are encouraging other everyday people to stay away from the church. Don't build more churches. Don't go to church. No fellowship, no worship, no music, no Bible breakdowns, interpretations, no getting fundraisers. And the churches are coming together. We got 300 members. Let's go out and feed somebody. Let's go out and help somebody. That's the purpose of the church, to worship God and always remind God that we love him, and always remind ourselves that we are brothers and sisters. We have a common goal to love God. We have a common interest. We have a common belief, and we have to sustain this belief through the church. Oh, I ain't got to go to church. I don't need church. Everybody hates the church for many different reasons. A lot of scammers. There's a lot of devils in the church. There's a lot of molestations in the church. The church are robbing folks, but those aren't the churches of God. I'm talking about the real churches of God that they have the same intent that God has, right? This is an evil world that we live in, y'all. That's why I say every day y'all gotta stay with God at the focus of everything that you do, because I don't know how people go through this world without God. I need him every day, every second, every minute, every day, every moment. I need that fuel. I need that rejuvenation, that spiritual rejuvenation, that jolt, right? So this is what you call donkey of the day. You kiss this man, and then you got people out there. Well, he's just showing that I'd rather see guys kiss each other than kill each other. Think about that. Ooh, it's a crazy world that we live in. But what you gonna do? What are you going to do? It's the men. We the leaders. We are the leaders of our communities, especially in the black community. Niggas do not want to lead. Shame on y'all. Because I'm a leader. I ain't with the funny bunnies. I ain't with with all that. And this learn whether you that lifestyle. If you're a rainbow, a straight person, black, short, tall, leave people alone when you get to work. When you go to work, just get your damn money and go home, man. You're not there to make friends. You're there to do a job and get on out of there. Get on out of there and take your money home back to your family. Leave people alone when you go to their job, and make sure people leave you the hell alone too. Leave me the hell alone. I'm trying to get my bread and butter. But y'all flood my comments. Obviously Red Podcast. I appreciate y'all once again. I hope y'all got something from this, and tell somebody about the channel. Those of you who been rocking with me since day one, I appreciate y'all. Those of you who just found the channel, I appreciate y'all too. 250 capital G News. I'm gone.